cultural, economic, every kind of issue, as long as it affects you as a Nigerian, it affects you as a human, it affects you as a person. We're discussing those issues right here on Matters. So stick around, tell a friend to tell a friend that Matters has just begun on your favorite dial, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Matters comes to you every weekday from Monday to Friday between 1:30 and 3 p.m. That is to say, the conversation will extend until 3 p.m. today. Of course, at some point, you'll be able to call in and let us know what you think about what we are discussing. You can call in via the direct phone lines, or send a message on WhatsApp, or call me on WhatsApp, or even leave a comment via YouTube. Yes, we're streaming live on YouTube, VOP 903 FM, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. All you need to do is go there and click live. You can leave a comment, and yes, you can be a part of the conversation. So once again, welcome to Matters. All right, without further ado, let's get right into the conversation. Last week, that was about 4 or 5 days ago. Yes, that was about 5 days ago. I brought you a report that the federal government has intensified the crackdown on fake certificates and has issued nationwide enforcement deadline. Now, the report was that due to persistent outcry by notable academics and reputable institutions, the federal government intensified its crackdown on certificate racketeering and abuse of academic honors. Now, towards this end, the federal government directed a nationwide enforcement of the regulations contained in the National Policy for the Nigeria Education Repository and Databank NERD regarding academic credential verification processes effective from October 6. Now, I am not trying to confuse you, all right? Let's break this down. The federal government has said it is trying to crack down on fake certificates within the Nigerian academic space. And so it created a data bank called the Nigeria Education Repository and Data Bank. This acts, as the name implies, as a data bank for academic certificates. Anyone, whether you're in public service, you work with a private institution, you're in the paramilitary or paramilitary institution, whether you work for the government or you work for your employer is a private company, right? Your certificate will be uploaded to the Nigeria Education Repository and Data Bank. That is to say, they will no longer rely on go and bring transcript from your school, go to your school and bring the original certificates. No, once you get your certificate, you can always upload it there, and if you move from one job to another, your employer can just access the database, download your certificates to see that indeed you went to this school. Now, there was a report sometime last year when somebody went to, was it not Benin Republic, and obtained a certificate that was supposed to take 4 years in about a year or so, and it was so scandalous then, and quite a number of Nigerians acted like, oh, we don't know these things happen. But yes, we know these things happen, and the federal government says it's trying to curb this issue of fake certificates. So immediately you get your certificate like this, you upload it to that data bank. When you're ready to start working, then your employers can just access it from that database. Now, following that, the latest report on this is that the federal government has approved a new NYC regulation saying before you can register to go for NYC, you must upload your thesis. That's kind of like your final year project, right? To that database, that data bank, so that it will be there. Before you go for your NYC, you have to submit your thesis. You have to submit it to that particular data bank. Now, many Nigerians are saying, okay, this is good. You're trying to ensure that when it comes to the academic space, that people have the right certificates. But what about politicians? I mean, what about people in power? There have been certain people, governors and others, and other political elites who have been dragged to court, even by the NYC, saying you submitted the fake NYC certificate to us. Some have been accused of having different kind of certificates that are not real, with some, talking about going to institutions, and then you go to that institution to investigate. It turns out they never attended that. So quite a number of Nigerians say this is very good to ensure that there is no proliferation of fake certificates in the academic space. Anyway, today I'm being joined by Mr. Joseph Folorunsho to have this conversation. He's a political, social and national affairs analyst with a broad, wide interest in education. Mr. Joseph Folorunsho, thank you so much for joining me today. Always a pleasure to have you here. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much for having me, and I listened to you. I think on the first side, this you say when you collect Sarah, you need to take good care of yourself with
so buy ice cream.
Shawarma, ice cream. Why not talk of pepper soup? Nice pepper soup.
Anything you like. Now, that one is just an example. That was just an example. So buy something nice for yourself. Okay. Mr. Joseph, salary the enter. Remember me in your kingdom.
Okay.
All right, looking at what we are discussing today, let's actually start from 5 days ago when the first reports made the rounds in the media that the federal government has directed that there should be a database where people can upload their certificates. Some political analysts said, look, since this also affects the private sector and private businesses, you might have more people being unable to work because of that.
Well, we are a country that is certificate driven, being almost in all ramification. But the challenge we do have in Nigeria is whenever there is a problem, sometimes the solution that we apply to that problem or our intention to resolve that problem, sometimes we end up creating another problem. And you talk issue of people should be submitting their certificate to creating an agency for people to be submitting their certificate. I think it's just an opportunity for people to be submitting some possibly the real fake certificate.
How now?
Yes, I know from experience from Unilag that the best way for you to verify that someone finished from Unilag, for you to ask that it should send the transcript, your transcript to an organization or agency or ministry that need your educational qualification. But if it is certificate, if you say certificate, people can go to old Uluwole anywhere, have a very nice certificate that can even be more beautiful, more nice than Unilag certificate, and upload it there.
This initiative will not curb
it's another problem.
Fake certificate.
No, it's to create another problem. The best way to verify any educational endeavor.
So it's by telling people to go to their school and
no,
get
just ask the school. Ask the school to send your transcript to that organization that they need your talent or your knowledge or your skill. Because Unilag doesn't give transcript to the student. You understand? They will send it to your school, whether or organization that need it, whether locally or at the international level.
Directly.
Yes. So you won't know what.
You're saying for all institutions, like that should work.
That should be. That is the best way. It has been working. Choma, that has been working. I've never seen anybody that faulted that system. So the one you are creating now is like, instead of you solving a problem, the solution becoming a problem to that problem that you want to solve. That's what they just want to do. And I can bet you it's just a job for some boys. It's a job, also a job for some men or women.
The federal government is saying anyone who belongs to any ministry, department, agencies, higher institutions, civilian, military, private, public, everyone should start the implementation of this structured verification of the academic credentials. It's like it's like a database, like a data bank. You just go there, you input certain things that you need to input and bring out this person. You can see all their certificates, everything you need is there. Instead of going
with that one indicate that
a cumbersome process.
Will that one be a way to verify that whether the certificate is fake or not fake?
But there should be a way to verify.
But there's no evidence there. There's no evidence there. See, when I was going
saying the platform cannot do it.
It cannot verify any fake or it can't verify anything. Because when I was going to Unilag, my WAEC certificate was not ready. I went to WAEC in Yaba. You understand? Oh, they give me admission in Unilag. And please help me confine my O-level certificate to Unilag. WAEC at Yaba, that's WAEC headquarters then at Yaba, just send my certificate, my result. It is till tomorrow. That document I haven't seen that document. I didn't see that document. Unilag has it before they grant me admission. I haven't seen it. And I was able to finish my program from Unilag. So assuming it is a fake document, Unilag by now would have asked me, so no, maybe from your O level, you didn't have the correct O level. You understand? I haven't seen the document that WAEC sent to Unilag that this is my result. I only have a notification of result, then which is Unilag will not take it as my result. You understand? So what I'm saying is, it's just for you to write to the school, the institution, please kindly help us to confirm that this person finished from your school. The school will confirm to the organization that need that document or
But
the qualification of that person.
process as cumbersome. They're seeing it as a
It's
running
not
around that's not
cumbersome. It's not cumbersome, Choma. You know how many of our loved ones that are abroad, US, UK, Canada, South Africa, that I have a lot of friends that have been Unilag, Uniben, Insuka have been sending their transcript to those institutions or those organizations that need there to verify that the educational qualification of these people are claiming that is valid. So why are you you want to solve a problem, you create another problem? I don't understand.
Would you also say it's creating another problem when now there is a new regulation for those who want to register for NYSC that they should upload their thesis to
it is still another problem.
Databank platform.
Choma, it's still another problem. Do you know the problem that NYSC have been creating for a lot of students? I have some students now who have finished for more than 3 years. Do you know what? When they were, there's a lady, just an alteration in her name. You understand me? One was a difference of maybe the year is correct, the date of birth is correct, but the month. So I think when they want to do it, then say the person did not know it is people that wrote 6 like 5. You understand it? So he thought it is June, whereas this person was born in May. As I'm talking to you, this lady have been visiting JAM for them to correct that. The JAM register, because correction of JAM, of data in JAM or information in JAM, reside on the desk of the JAM registrar.
If you say this will not work and is actually a problem cloaked like a solution, what better way could they have gone about this verification of certificates without the long process of going to the school, asking for it, preparing the transcript, sending it, and all of that?
Now, what they are looking for is data. Let's have our correct data. Best way,
because many Nigerians are always complaining
yes,
that Nigeria is not very good with keeping data.
Yes, the best way to start it is to start from the foundation. Choma, for you to correct this issue, whereby in some years to come, both WAEC, JAM, and the rest of them will correct it, is why not that every child that is born to this world, whether from home, from hospital, you make sure that you take the data of date of birth. The child will have a certificate of date of birth. You understand it? When you have it, the same period as you are giving the child certificate of date of birth, you call it do his name.
Okay, so that's if we want to have that data bank, we should start from
yes,
the
you start from the beginning.
So from the birth certificate,
in fact,
medical certificate, everything, you put it there.
You put it from that hospital. You cannot even change it.
Wait, now, Mr. Joseph, when the child is done with junior WAEC, you upload their certificates there.
No.
When they are done with senior WAEC, you put it there.
No.
When they finish uni, you put the certificates, everything
as the child is growing up, any organization that need his information, just go to his name. That his name, he already carry his date of birth from the hospital. That is the certificate of birth that they collected from any of the general hospital through, census board. You understand it? That you will be building on it. Choma, do you know that in our constitution, in our law, they say every 10 years, we should be doing our census. The last census that have been conducted in Nigeria is 2006. Even the population that our vice president mentioned at UN last week, is it last week when he was in UN, is an estimation. That's not the correct population of Nigeria. It's an estimation. So if you must get some of those things right, you must go and start from the foundation and get it right, be building it from the foundation. This one you say they should upload. They can upload anything. Let me tell you some system. If they say scan your document, for verification, ask any IT person can call later and maybe fault what I'm saying now. Just scan empty paper on that very place. It will take it that yes, you have scanned your document. Scan empty paper on that place. They say scan your document. It is when you don't scan paper there that they will now say that system cannot verify whether this certificate is genuine or not. It can't. So this one that they brought up is like, for me, is a job for the man or job for the boy. And that's why we are not helping ourselves, whereby the process of resolving a problem, we end up creating another problem. It will not work.
All right, from academics, let's take this into the political aspect. Some Nigerians have also said that this is an exercise in futility. They share the same opinion like you do, with some saying if we're talking about fake certificates, it should not only be in the academic arena, but we should be talking about those who have issues with different institutions, some with the NYSC as well. At least one governor has been accused of submitting fake NYSC certificates before becoming governor and all of that. That if we're talking about that, then it should be a nationwide, a statewide, an industry-wide crackdown on fake certificates from anywhere and from anyone.
Yeah, I think I equally support that, because, for example, do you know where they used to forge fake certificate? What I mean by fake document, the office or any department of or unit of court that they do affidavit. You understand? There was a day I suppose, because my certificate was birth certificate was in the village and I need it urgently. I did it. So something happened that the certificate tore with water. I did that in a Lagos High Court. So I now rushed down to that Lagos High Court and said, please, I did a declaration of age here, so time and this and this and that. Please, something happened to that document because I'm expecting the original. That's my own birth certificate go from the village. Do you know that? They not ask me, say, is it they say, okay, I should give them another information. That is, if my date of birth is 3rd of June 2005, I can decide to give them another one and they will accommodate it on their affidavit. That declaration of age. That's the reason, and that's the reason you see some Nigeria that have more than 5 age declaration, and those age declaration is working. Anywhere they will ask which age appropriate that will fit for that assignment, they will bring it out.
So and despite all the roadblocks being put in place,
which roadblock
who wants to forge
which roadblock
certificate can easily do it, and with the Nigerian judicial institution that's supposed to prevent against that.
Which roadblock? There's no roadblock, and that is the reason. For example, like sorry, I'm mentioning that in UNILA they don't take a declaration for you must go and collect the certificate from Census Board, because you have a lot of people that have different age declaration. They will just check, they can do 10. If they say they need maybe this assignment, this project, they need a person that age 28, they will check which of the age declaration that will match the 28, they will go and bring it out. If it is 26, they will go and check. I know one of my friends, sorry, he could be listening. I know one of my friends, when he went for youth service, he's already like almost 10 years more than the year that he was claiming in this youth service. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying, Auntie Choma.
All by doing that declaration of it.
He said declaration. They went and if we say okay, let's even do it this way. Do you know the way to verify whether if you want to verify whether the age that I'm claiming is correct or not? Ask for first living certificate. If you want to verify any document or want to do profiling of anybody, Oga, please, as you are submitting your document, submit your first living certificate. By the time you now do the calculation of the year, you will now say, Oga, how manage? You will now see some people, they already finished primary school before they were born. You get my point? When you look at the age difference. So for me, what the government should do, they'll just say, okay, no, including us that were asked to verify those documents, all of us we have seen and come short of the glory of God. But let's see how we can now be building a good system that will help us.
Does it mean that this whole exercise of going after certificate forgers to ensure that academic space is purged of this fake certificate racketeering, it will not work?
Which academic space is corrupt? Which side? Is academic space? Is it in Australia?
We don't have.
Is it in Australia?
So we don't have people trying to work in our ministries, departments, agencies, and public institutions with certificates that are not real.
What of some people that are not even
because the certificate shows your qualification?
What of your state of origin? There are some people that are claiming some state that they are not even part of that state. So there is like what they are trying to do is something that by the time they dig the information out, if we did those that dig it out will run away. Or even some of them, let's even first of all profile all of them that want to profile other people's certificate. I'm not saying they should not do it, but this will not work, or it's just a job for the girl, or for the woman, or for the men again. It's because it will not work. How many you see a story of that they are trying to, they took some officers, uniform officer to court because of age for the education, right? You didn't see that story, Choma? You know that is an agency that's supposed to be enforcing the law. We now have a personnel who are guilty of, or you are investigating them, or you are prosecuting them for age, how do I call it? Age manipulation. And that kind of person have punished, or it's possible that you have sent someone to prison for maybe, say, the person a forged document, while himself is guilty of the same offense that is sending people to prison. So for me, I think it is better we now say, okay, do you know that, for example, like back to what I said, issue of the population of Nigeria is forged. Choma.
It's forged, or the figures are not just correct?
It's
forged by whom?
Any person that mentioning, see, if you do an objective exam and you say dash is the population of Nigeria, all the options are correct. Because the last, except you put the population of Nigeria as at the 2006, the one we have 2006, all other one is estimation. Nigeria we are about 220. If you say 220, you are correct. If you say 210, you are correct. If you say 215, you are correct. If you say 230, you are correct. Because it's just an estimation. So when you are estimating a figure or a data, you cannot tell me that the one is not correct or one is correct. So for me, I think it is time, if we want to be serious with this, let's also go back and say, okay, we have air. Let's look for a way to conduct our population like last week, like day before yesterday. Let's even have, say, okay, Nigeria conduct census 2025. Then we'll now start cleaning our data from that moment. Any other one, is as good as we are in serious comedy.
So what is the issue you have with this new directive for people who want to register for NYSC to actually upload their thesis to this data bank? Doesn't that make it easier for, when they are going on a job search, for the employer to just say, okay, you know what, let me go look you up in the data bank and see what you've uploaded there so far? Which
employer? Where the job day? First, where the job day? You know how many people that have their age very correct and they have been looking for a job from one place to the other? Choma, the employer from where? Do you know how many? Okay, I know that you know that. Look at the way VOP have been assisting a lot of students for IT. That people are looking for a place to do IT, even if you will not even pay them, so that they will just meet up the requirement for people to do IT, because there is no place for these people to do this. Not to talk of employee. You know how many people that have finished. What
you're saying is there are a lot of issues we need to
a lot of issues
solve first before we start talking about
like what they are doing. This is chasing shadow. This is chasing shadow, completely chasing shadow. You know how many graduates that are riding Keke Marwa? You know how many graduates that are doing how do you call it? Where they are still riding Okada, they do Okada business. How many are doing a Korokwe? Are you going to say that the person that want to give the Korokwe to the person, say, let me go and verify your certificate from your school? Choma. This is a person that is a graduate that he read mathematics or he read economics or he read business, but because of no job, you have someone who say, okay, take the keke marwa, take this korope, or take this vehicle, maybe for you to do Uber. You are not say, oh, yeah, go and verify. The person will ask you, Oga, so you did not even thank God that I'll just humble myself for me to come and do this job. So for me, let's do the first thing first. Before you started doing fitting of a house, first of all, build the house.
Before you do roofing, you have to first of all build the
house.
But that doesn't mean that you cannot still buy the roofing sheets and keep it aside. I mean, even if
it's possible.
We should start from the foundation, we should start from the basics first. This is also something that the federal government is trying to curb, because at what point are we going to say, okay, yes, they're doing their best? Because trying to combat fake certificates is for the good of the employers as well. Even though you say, where are the jobs, we still have some employers.
Okay, let me agree. Let's look for a way to do that. Can we even start it from all the parties in Nigeria, political party? You will see, just as you said from beginning, you will see a councillor, you see a local government chairman, you see honorable House of Rep or State House of Assembly or governor, that after they've elected, then they have issue with certificate from, either issue with age or certificate or data from court. So how many do this person not pass screening from the party? Do you get my point? So let's even start. Let's go on. Let's always start a building from foundation. It's only here we say, oh, you want to maybe have a 12-story building, but nobody think about the foundation. Why not have a very solid foundation? It will be easy for you to put any other structure. So for me, well, it is a good one for a boy for the job. Maybe if there is employment, then Choma, you feel apply as a director of, they can make you the PRO.
Right,
of that organization or that agency. At least you'll be collecting salary. Because I was in one meeting one day, Choma, at a VI, and that meeting was occasioned by DMO, Debt Management Office. And I asked the director, I said, sir, we say we have issue we are owing. If I look at the money that they are spending to manage this office that is managing our debt, what of that money if we calculate the entire money, salary, rent, and everything across the whole federation, and answer, okay, let's use it to reduce our debt? The man say, yeah, I don't understand what you are saying. Because it's only here, many times, the process of us solving a problem, we will create another problem. And I don't think that will help the system at all. You can't see America, some of these developed countries, they have a system that is checking all these things. They have a system that they don't need to. That system is inbuilt in the system.
You know, when it comes to this one with NYC saying that you have to upload your thesis to the NERD platform, to that data bank, before you can go for NYC. Some people who are already doing NYC believe that this is just adding to their stress, because they say they go through a lot of stress already when it comes to clearance, going to the LGI and others, that it comes with a whole lot of stress. Could this actually ensure that the person who's going for NYC is a real graduate, somebody who just, they are not somebody who is maybe trying to sit in for somebody else? Because we know that people do that. Some people will register for NYC and they'll go abroad and they would be collecting.
It is a system that permits it. Choma, it is say the issue of human factor. It is people that permit that. What journey for you to promote sincerity in all those agencies? When I finished from Unilag, and the issue of I went to NYC portal, I put my correct, because I don't have what we call official age. Now my real age at the use. You understand it? The automatically the NYC exempt me from going to service. And when the time reached, I went to the dean of student affairs, I collect my NYC exemption certificate. You understand? They have a system there that, if you put the age that is already there, that you have, if you are not, if you are below that 30 years, okay, you proceed to the NYC camp and the rest of them. But if you are above, the system will just automatically exempt you. You understand? So why, if a school have cleared someone, what are you going to upload? Because the process of NYC is they will ask you to send the students that are qualified to go for NYC. Is it not? The school will send those students. Are you not saying you don't trust the school? The school that sends students say these are the number of students that finish
So
from
in essence, we should be focusing on something else.
focus on
And not
something
trying to
else.
clamp
See,
down
this
on
is
fake
just
certificates.
the person is just
All
they
right
just
then.
sit down. Okay, let me just make press to have something to be discussing. That's why they are bringing this kind of.
Let's
And for me, it's
open
like
the
the
phone
person they should look for another job for
Let's
the person.
open the phone lines. It's 16 minutes past 2 p.m. on the number one station that gives you a voice. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. You're tuned in to Matters. I'm your host. My name is Chema Innocent. The voice you've been hearing belongs to Mr. Joseph Folorenshaw, and he's our guest analyst for today. We're talking about the federal government directive for a clampdown on fake certificates by creating a data bank where people can upload their certificates. From when you finish NYC, when you finish school, everything you upload it right there so that your employers can see. If you want to work in public institutions, or you want to work in a private company, wherever it is you want to work, whatever institution it is that you belong to, you have to upload your certificates there. Now there is a new directive from reports this morning showing that if you want to go for NYC, you have to upload your thesis, you have to upload your project to that data bank before you can go for NYC. If you don't upload your project to the data bank, no NYC for you, or no exemption for you, safe. And this begins from October 6th, meaning if you've already done all of this before now, no problem. But if you have not finished school, you've not done your NYC before October 6th, you follow for this new
But
directive.
Choma, as you pick the call, you know one thing I want to beg Nigeria, or those that are in government, they should not be using Nigeria as a placebo. That is something for experiment. We are dealing with human being. If you want this system to come into existence, you cannot say, okay, in the next 4 years, so that people will start adjusting themselves. Not that you just wake up a plane that is already up, you now say, yeah, stop in Oshogbo. You don't run the system. You don't treat human being that way. The way they are treating us, if they just feel, oh, let's just announce something. You know the time that they change Naira? That time that every one of us sees Sakpa. You understand it? Because why other country like America or this world, they want to change, no, it was UK then, that have a plan to change their currency. They announce, oh, in so years, this is what we are going to do. And they were busy changing it gradually. Our own, because of the way we rush it. Now today, which country, which people, even some comedians, they are making jest of every one of us. Nigeria how to 1,000 naira. Nigeria how to 500 naira. Nigeria how to 200 naira. Even say 100 naira too. Because we are not holistic in resolving issue. Nigeria is not going to finish tomorrow. It's not going to finish next year. So if you want Nigeria to a particular policy, you can also in the next 10 years.
Introduce it gradually.
You gradually. You know that I learned from someone that America, if you still have like old notes in America, old note that the money they've changed before, you still go to some bank, the bank will still collect it. But Nigeria, immediately they announce, you feel just wake up one day like this, something will be announced, and all of us will just blend to it with that. And that's the reason you see that any person that is up to 60 years in Nigeria need a certificate, because the system is so hostile that government wake up or official government wake up and announce something, whether you like, whether it will be convenient, it will not be convenient, then that is your own headache. So you don't manage human being that way. We are not walking stick.
All right, then. Let's open the phone lines. It's 19 minutes past 2 p.m. The number to call is 0803-692-9933. 0803-692-9933. That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. If you'd rather send a message on WhatsApp or call me on WhatsApp, it's 0817-175-6338. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. Send a message on WhatsApp or call me on WhatsApp. You can also call the direct line 0803-692-9933. We're streaming live on YouTube, VOP 903 FM, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. All right, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. So leave a comment on YouTube and I'll take it before the end of the program. Call me up. Hello, welcome to Matters. How you doing? Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Chum. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
Mr. Joseph, good afternoon. This is Mr. Peter from Mr.
Mr. Joseph, it's greeting you.
Oh, good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Joseph, please, I want to ask you this question. Just clear me. I don't know where the issue is now. Mr. President, our president is certificate matter. Where is it?
08036929933 That's the number you can call to be a part of this conversation. Please, I beg, Ejo Bikono.
Let's focus on the topic.
Focus on the. Let us focus on the topic at hand. Okay, please keep your opinions within the bounds of the current topic. Let's not go off topic. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chama. How are you?
I'm fine. What's your name and location, please?
Yeah, this Martin is from Mago.
Welcome, Martins.
Mr. Joseph, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your, analysis. One of the things I discovered about Nigerian leaders, or rather I will call them rulers, they don't really care about the citizens. I don't know what they feel about Nigeria. They don't care about even their welfare, their health welfare, they don't care, because when they come out with things, rules, or whatever they call them, they don't care how it's going to affect even the citizen health-wise, apart from even the financial aspect of it. Look at the whole thing you people are talking about now. The whole exercise we also sum up to spending money, spending time. And when they're bringing it, the urgency of the timing also is so embarrassing. As if something, if it didn't happen that minute, the whole nation will collapse. Because the leaders do not really put the citizens in their scheme of affairs. They don't care about them at all. How long will we continue like this? How long will Nigeria run the way they run? It's very terrible. Seriously. That is why a typical Nigeria will not really seriously be proud of Nigeria. Nothing that you get from the government than hypertension. Do this, do that, everything was structural. So that at the end of the day, you see other people will now form it as an avenue of exploiting the people also in the course of doing it. Oh, it's terrible.
Thank you for your call. Let's hear from others. 08036929933 08036929933. You can also send a message on WhatsApp or call me on WhatsApp 0817-175-6338. Mr. Joseph, you have spoken my mind in many ways. How can Nigerian government start at this point to believe that they want to verify academic certificate? They could have started by giving Nigerians at all levels an ultimatum to update all their data, which would include certifications, age, if need be, state of origin, etc. But with this directive, anybody can upload anything, thereby creating more problems than they want to solve. Chinemere from Agbara. All right, then 08036929933 08036929933. Hello, welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome. Go ahead, please.
On this issue of NYS, I think it's a very good initiative that the NYS. It's a very good initiative. And I disagree with the party with Mr. Joseph. Let me tell you, there are so many scammers in the civil servant public service commission. There are so many scammers. People who are not entitled to the job, who are not entitled to collect salaries, and are depriving legitimate people, legitimate graduates of their employment. There are so many scammers in the system. And it's not about only an NYS certificate. Even the school, even the certificate, the certificate itself, the certificate itself, there are so many scammers for staff in the system. I am thanking the NYC for this initiative. I have so many friends I contact with in UI. Many of them, when they are in school, they don't come to school, they don't have results. Check, they are companies now. They start in government house working. Which we know that they don't have results. They don't have results. They are in the system working, collecting salary. Depriving people who are entitled to the employment. But what about Mr. Joseph? You should stop supporting illegality.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. No vex.
I think, Choma, if you want to, if any HRO department want to employ people, people submit their CV, right? Who are those people that employ, that screen the document of those people that are being employed and they are collecting salary? You need to go, and they should be facing police or any investigative agency. How many? Which document do you use to employ this person that is?
No, the person brings their documents now.
Would they not verify it? Would they not go and verify it? Don't you? Will you not profile those applicants? You submit document, right? Every job, whether private organization or public organization.
So the HRO can as well just look up those certificates to see that what they have in their hand.
Who will be paying the HRO? Who will be paying the HRO for him to do that extra work?
All right, then let's take this call. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Toma.
How are you? I'm fine. What's your name and location, please?
I'm Mr. Ozo. I'm calling from Obijo.
Welcome. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, please. Mr. Joseph, how are you?
I am fine, sir. Good morning, sir. Oh, good afternoon.
Where have you been since? We miss you a lot.
No, I'm always here. I'm always here.
Thank you for your call. Go ahead, please.
What about Maope and Dimope?
Everybody is fine.
Okay. Please, my contribution to this program is that Nigeria has gone beyond all that kind of Russian. You see, it is because of this Russian that put us to this place we are now. Fuel subsidy is gone. So since that is statement without adequate planning, it is what we are suffering till today. And I do not know how this kind of pressure they are pressing themselves will end. Whereby we the citizens are under heavy laden. So I really agree with you that if people are ruling us that are not, they don't care about us, they don't even think about what they will do to help us breathe a little. So everything they do is just they wake up one morning, all of a sudden they make a pronouncement of what they think that is better for us. Look at our national anthem. Before you know it, it was passed to the assembly, to the National Assembly. Before you know it, it was stamped. So I'm tired of this country. I don't really know what exactly is happening. They just wake up and they feel themselves that they are okay. Then the citizenry will continue suffering. So you people nearer to the government should tell them that this kind of quick and instant pronouncement is bringing us a big problem outside the street, even in the street. So we are suffering. Let them not put something like that.
All right,
and think that this will be okay for us. Thank you, Choma.
Thank you for your call. I appreciate it. Send your messages on WhatsApp 0817-175-6338. Good afternoon, Choma and Mr. Joseph. I think Mr. Joseph has said it all. It is an avenue to encourage more fix. Why can't Nigerian government let everyone have database instead of creating more problems? What's you, Morino? Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Welcome to Matters.
Yeah.
What's your name and location?
Chama, this program is very interesting, and I want to make an opinion. I don't know why this regime is changing everything. They change passport. They change this one. Is there no particular office that takes care of all these things? Before you change one thing, they will take it to that place for them to look into it. Why is everything in Nigeria change? They've not changed the political distance that we need. The voting rights and other things for Nigerian citizens to put in the right government they want. They should look into the main problem we have. We have a problem that is in our hand, and that problem is how do we get Nigeria right? And the way we will get Nigeria right is to put the right leaders, not change this or look that, do this, NYC, this, just like that. Please let them do the right thing, the things we need. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. 0803-692-9933. Thank you for holding on. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chuma.
What's your name and location, please?
My name is Chukuma, calling from Ilasa.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, the matter is that it's very simple. Our president said subsidy is gone. Since 2 years, what is he doing to effect something about it. If this president has taken time from February they elected him, and May when they swear him in, he said subsidy is gone. You know that he could have known how many liters of fuel do we use. He will reduce these things and then still maintain the price. I am saying the whole problem started from subsidy is gone. And nobody, not even the ministers, are thinking about all these things. What do they discuss when they have a executive meeting? Can they say, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is the ministers doing? Look at no light now. What is the minister of what do you call them? NEPA, or what they call the man? Power. What is he doing for this thing? You just come up and say something's gone. Come up and say tax here. Look, let's start calling these senators. If we start now, by 2027 we'll succeed. Let's call them out and impeach this government. For God's sake.
Thank you. Thank you for your call. I appreciate it. 08036929933 or 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. Hello? Hello, are you there? Welcome to Matters. Hello? All right. Afternoon, Shama and guest with, okay. With this government, what had worked so far? He said corruption is gone under the government. Can king of corruption fight corruption? Okay, Daya, thank you for your message. It's time the federal government looks into posting of NYSC candidates. Security situation in the north is worrisome. Candidates going for NYSC should be posted within their geopolitical zones. Venatius Uchena from Ojo. Hello, turn down the volume on your radio set. Hello.
Yeah, Choma Innocent.
How are you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God. It's Choma. Since more than 4 months now, I've been calling.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear from you. I'm sorry. I'm so happy to hear from you. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Anthony. Mr. Joseph, I greet you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, you left the call. Now, you guys, the way you guys is changing now.
Let's hear from you on today's topic.
Choma, you see, your analysis, Mr. Joseph has already spoken the first time. This is unnecessary here in Nigeria. The most important thing that borders Nigeria that government need to put it in place. Not about changing certificate. Not our okay, if they want to change the certificate, what our dear so-called president that started
no.
Listen, I'm not going there.
You know there is nothing proven there yet, all right? So let's just focus
even
on
INEC have cleared him. We don't have those court everything everywhere is clear.
Okay, like Mr. Joseph has already spoken. This certificate, there's no they can even take to trace all those things. So that is that. Choma, there's something that I've been thinking of. I wanted to call you for past 2 months, but you don't to pick. You see, there's one man that used to attack Mr. Darlington. That guy they call shoot to something that come from Sierra Leone or something like that. See, that man, you know how he addressed somebody.
Thank you for your call.
Choma, listen.
I'm listening to you, but you're very not away from the conversation now.
No. Listen, because you have not been picking my call. That's why I want to.
Send the message on WhatsApp now.
And I will still call Kamed Judah about this thing. Last time he was calling Basazili that he have a slave mentality. That's why I was so mad when
no vex. That's his own opinion. Just the way you are saying your own opinion, all right? But thank you for your call.
That man must
we appreciate you. Or share you seen. That's what I'm running away from now. You don't like what he's doing. You say he's using insulting words or someone, but you just called him stupid. That's you been insulting to him as well. You know the thing is, you go get your opinion. Person go court us that your opinion.
Yeah, so
no make sense. The same way you have your opinion, the same way they have theirs.
You know, one of my friends, those late now. The job that he was doing at Papa then, the company were paying him even more than a graduate. The company did not ask him for certificate. They were using his skill. So this one now will just
using his skill for people who have skill but don't have certificate.
Yes.
All right. 08036929933 08036929933. Choma, good afternoon. How come Nigerians are so afraid of people they voted for? Okay. All right. Hello, welcome to Matters. Thank you for calling. Reduce the volume on your radio sets, please.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How
Yeah,
you
my
doing?
name is Wasiu.
Where are you
Yeah,
calling
I
from?
just
What's
want
you?
to add something to what we are saying, especially concerning that certificate issue. I mean, the government are talking about. It's just an avenue to create job for the boys, as Mr. Joseph rightly said. Just take for instance, they don't even the Nigeria government. I mean, they don't even encourage children in terms of education. Just like one of my daughter, she will be 16 years on the 5th of October this year. And the government now peg it that, okay, by the 1st of October, anyone that is going to, got admission this year for 2025 admission, if he or she is going to be 16 years by the October 1st, 2025, that is those who will be admitted to the university, who got the admission. What about October, the rest from October 2nd down to December? This thing, are they not part of the Nigeria?
Okay, so they will not have to wait for one more year.
This thing, they want to strict this thing, they want to peg, because many people will see become 2016 before immediately start testing. When admission is closed, they're supposed to pay till the admission will be closed. But now the admission is still on, and somebody that is going to be 5th of this month has not got admission, and it's called the beat the cut of mark, and which is which means they are discouraging the children.
So for you, this is another aspect of the education that they need to look into.
You said what?
Thank you. I said for you, this is another aspect of the academics that they need to look into. Or I don't think
you know,
can hear me.
Choma,
But
like
you
what this
understand
man
what
is saying
they
now.
complain
You know what
about?
this man is saying. I have two students. One scored 299 in this last jam. Because of age, she has been disqualified. Another one, I think it's called 240 something. If we have a system that know that you need to value your citizen, what the jam would have done is say, okay, do you know what? This is the only punishment that you have. That your jam score will be relevant in 2026. Because the parents spent money instead of doing another. That is why the jam become a revenue generation agency. You understand? When you treat your citizen as human being, you just send a message to them, okay, because if you want to disqualify them by a year, you are not even subject them to the exam. From their entry behavior, you will disqualify them. Instead of allow their parents to spend money, spend time, these students read, study, and go for the exam. You now say because of age.
If databases were working,
you are working.
To flag off.
These are the things that they're supposed to do. Yes. You are not. It's not. Your data cannot. This system cannot accommodate. Then now that you are pushing them, you collected their period. You are not returning their money. So what you would have done, the jam, if we are serious and we call our citizen as human being, they would have just sent a message to them and sent to all the schools, say, please, all the students that participated in this jam and they are able to get from 200 above or the cutoff point, please, because of your age, you will not be eligible for admission now, but you will be eligible for admission in 2026. Then, hence, you now peg it that if you are below, you will not up to 16 years, you will not even be able to access the jam form.
Instead of
now they wasted their time, wasted their energy, wasted money, they will just announce because they just feel they can do anything. Who are you? Who are you to complain? You don't rule. You don't lead people that way.
All right, 00369299933. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sir Chairman.
How are you doing? Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please?
This is Grandma Maggie speaking from Oshodi.
Welcome, Grandma Maggie. Thank you for calling.
Okay, they give phone the ring. I don't because now by chance, now luck with the seat connect.
Yes.
But sometimes with the two ring, people will not pick it.
No
they will have
verse.
to start ringing again to start calling us. One the pepper person now.
No vex, no
No
vex.
verse, man.
All right, Grandma Maggie, let's hear from you, man.
Mr. Joseph has said some vital things. Like, let me start this way. I think the other name they should give Nigeria is Russia.
Why?
Because if I do rush things now, rush enter bus, rush come outside, rush go work, rush come sleep, rush chop, rush from government everywhere, rush.
Time no day now.
What thing I want to say, you see what he said concerning sending letters to WAEC. I think I passed through that in my office. The state is verification to verify this certificate for us, and WAEC sent the message back to verify, to confirm that okay, these people actually had this. This is their certificate. So that has been done. Government alone.
I'm with you, Grandma Maggie. Go ahead, please.
So with that, it is possible. Then again, going down to date of that as birth certificate, I think when that database is opened, the only thing one has to do is to be upgrading whatever information you have recently. Then again, our problem is we have people that are working to check all this information. When Buhari say we are lazy, even workers, they are lazy. They cannot sit down to find out if this information is right and impute the right information. So there's a lot of things wrong. We have to go back to basics. See when we wanted to have this our NIN, and they will be able to locate a bandit and this and terrorist and this stuff. What did they make out of it at the end of the day? Nothing. They are only looking for a job. The best and the best. God bless you.
Thank you, Grandma Maggie. Thank you, Grandma Maggie,
Thank
for
you.
your call. Appreciate it, ma'am. 00369299933. 18 minutes before 3 p.m. on the number one station that gives you a voice. VOP, is this certificate uploading for selected few, or is it for everyone, including politicians, ministers, judges, etc.? That message is coming from Otsuonye. Good afternoon, Chairman Mr. Joseph. This ABC government is confused since 2015 till date. Only in Nigeria, different currencies. Police have 3 sets of uniform, 2 national anthems, because I have set of people that lack direction. Chairman, your so-called rulers, past and present, have certificate issues. All their policies are anti-people. Mayor from Ikotun Egbe. Thank you for your message. Mayor, appreciate it. All right. Good afternoon, VOP and good people of Nigeria. Ikena from Ikorodu. My opinion is this: we are deceiving ourselves in Nigeria. Managers of Nigeria and our program and project managers are not qualified to hold public office in the first place. All our ministry and ministers cannot do what they want Nigeria to do. My question is, where is the project NIN? All that was said about it, then what happened to it? If this is going to work in the southwest, will it work in the north? I think there's another project to lose money. How many Buhari introduced to this government that is working today? How far all that Buhari gave us, everything has been changed. God save Nigeria. Chairman Joseph, good afternoon. Our leaders are our problems. How can someone wake up and just announce a policy that will only favor him and his co-government appointee? They are destroying our education system. Let them sit down and plan well for the poor masses. We cannot continue to be suffering more and more. They don't change prices of foodstuff to come down, but continue to change things to be worse for the poor people. May God help us to overcome. God will help us. Uche Nadur from Mushin, thank you so much. All right, Shingo Hung from Chicago University. I saw your message, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the Dangote situation right now, unfortunately. Good day to everyone in the studio. I'm Suleiman. I need a driving job. I stay at Ayobo, and you send your phone number. If you have a driving job for Suleiman, please reach out. Chama, our problem in this country is that we don't tackle the issue from the foundation. Instead, they'll be in a haste to create a manipulative system that cannot be sustained. Why can't we gradually build a sustainable and strong system? This system cannot work. It can't identify the true data of citizens. Is what you upload there they will see, unless they are trying to cover up some politicians' fake data. Thanks, Vincent, aka But Why from Mushi. Vincent, thank you for your message. On YouTube, Stanley Ozzy said, good afternoon, Chama. Your guest is saying the truth. No need for any certificate database. Nigerian leaders need to reason before telling Nigerians to do anything. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Chama, good afternoon.
What's your name and location, please?
Yeah, that's Peter again. I called before.
All right, 1 minute.
I don't know the difference. I don't know the difference between what I asked before and what people are discussing. But that's by the way. The issue is, Mr. Joseph has said it. Is this institutional problem? If you have an institution, one institution is effective. You can't be talking of this way you're talking. But in Nigeria here, you see that when institution is built to do its work, you see that ethnicity, tribalism will come into play. So provided these things are reformed, Brona, provided these things do not come whenever we have issue like this, all these things we are talking about can never work. It can't work. It can't work. If these institutions are sanitizing every system, even in our office, all this, that is why you see everything is working fine. Not those individuals. The institution is there handling the whole system. But here, even the institution, look at what happened in 2022 election. Somebody like INEC chairman, he will tell glitch and all this type of these are the institutions that take care of all this. But when you see they are doing certain things that is against that institution, there's nothing you can do. That is the problem we have for Nigeria. Only if you like pick 20 committees to handle all this type of, at the end of the day, the tribal and ethnic consideration will just render the whole thing useless. That's my position.
Thank you for your call. 14 minutes before 3 p.m. Call me up 0803-692-9933. All the solution you think you're preferring, you think they don't know it. The bottom line is they won't do it because every agency and establishment must make money from the people. They're not there to make your life easy. They will exploit you and force you to pay for stressful comfort. If we talk from now till your mouth expand to the back of your neck, nothing will change. You live in a society where people seem to be moving on their feet, but in reality, everyone is walking upside down. T-I-Y. Hello.
Good afternoon, Chioma Innocent.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? What's your name and location, please?
Good afternoon, Mr. Joseph.
Good afternoon, sir.
Mayor from Ikokwende.
Hey, Oga, how you doing, sir?
I did fine. Long time.
Yes, sir.
See, Chioma Innocent. Hear me and hear me clearly.
Hey.
This country called Nigeria. Talk from that tomorrow. You are wasting your time. Shut the tomorrow. Let me say, since 2015, APC took over the affairs of Nigeria. They have mission. They have agenda. The only thing I will advise Nigerians, 2027, they just push people away. They have nothing to offer. They are confused and have no direction. I'm telling you, we talk, we shout, we cry. They don't care. They don't care. They are adamant. They are called rulers, not leaders. People are rulers, not leaders. If you talk to, you know you talk, what they do. They don't care. The INEC, visually, the police, all of them, they are partners in crime. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your call. 003-692-9933. 003-692-9933. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing? Welcome to Matters.
Okay, this is Philip calling from Ikoton.
Welcome.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Please
sir.
go ahead.
Okay, it's just like others have said, because all these things that we are talking every day, it's not that they are not hearing it, and they knows what to do, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to do what will not favor them. You know all these people that are there. You know them from where when they started. All those ones that started from their wards coming up to the federal now. We know them, and we know their behavior. So all these things we are saying every day, I don't think it's making any sense. Let us apply this thing that they say in the Bible, because Bible says that right from the days of sorry.
You don't know what's in Bible talk again.
So sorry, I'm coming. If we do by let us obey the law and they refuse, we have to go by violence.
You have to go by the Bible. Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. I appreciate it. 003-692-9933. We'll take one more call, then we'll get the concluding thoughts from our analysts, and then we end the show. Fun House time with MC Chooks and Dr. Walkie Talkie will be coming up right after this show. So, you're my final caller for today. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you. You're the final caller.
Okay. Thank you very much. I've been trying this line.
We're glad to hear from you.
Okay. So, The analyst on the studio, thank you very much. I have you have really done justice to the analysis. What you have said is true, and I agree with you 100% because you see the agenda is that they are trying to, they have a plan in this coming elections that is around the corner. I think what there have been a reoccurring situation that our politicians, knowing that they are not qualified, knowing that they do not have the right certificate, so they try to, they are trying to come up with an agenda that can, hide them from the system because since your analyst is telling us that it could be a way because there is no way whereby the institution that is awarding you the certificate could, you know, could back up what the information they are presenting, they are uploading. So that means it's a way of trying to hide the system. Okay, so everything he said, I have been following the program from the beginning, and I know that he is very, very right. He is very, very right.
Thank you for your call.
Yeah, God
Thank you for
bless
your call. Keep listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's 9 minutes before 3 p.m. and it's about time for us to go. But Mr. Joseph Folonshaw, let's hear your concluding thoughts on what we're discussing today. Right after I take this message. All right. Thank you for your message. Go right ahead, Mr. Joseph.
For me, the agency, that your agency, Choma, is
your agency?
is a system of someone
okay, the Databank.
Yes, it's a system of a person that is trying to pretend to be sleeping. It's difficult for you to wake that kind of person up. Then secondly, if VOP is hiring anybody and you want to verify the educational qualification of such an individual, you just write to the school. The person will not even know. You understand it? The school will reply.
The school that the person
yes. Now the school will reply. If you need to verify a WAEC certificate or NECO certificate, you write to WAEC. The person will not even know that WAEC have written to your company have written to WAEC to help them with the certificate. It is when you now come, they now guy, Blah say we don't need you for this job because your credential we cannot reconcile them. So you don't need to create another agency completely. Then let me include
the school can upload it on the agency.
The school did not need to upload it, Choma. Do you know why? The issue is this. I finished from Unilag. You understand it? I did about, I think, 3 masters in Unilag. Do you know one thing I've sensed? Immediately I apply for any master in Unilag. Immediately after if they give me admission, you just see that the registration number, immediately I pay school fee, registration number will migrate to my first matric number from Unilag. Which means that the system have my data.
Okay, so you use the same metric number for all.
I'll be using immediate account. If immediately you do your registration, you understand it, because Unilag cannot give you more than 2 matriculation number. So if you finish from Unilag, or you finish from EBU, or you finish from Bayero University for your first degree, if you want to apply for masters
in the same school, they will give you that.
So this is automatic. It's auto. Like immediately you do your registration, they give you admission, you do all your clearance. The registration number will migrate to your first matric number. That's your first degree matriculation number. And when you know, as I am today, if I go to my Unilag portal, I can print out all the school fees I paid in Unilag from my first degree.
If anyone from anywhere is asking for your certificates, they can
just get. I will give you my matric number. I don't need to. You just go there. Highest, okay. Take the password. You see my educational profile. So this one, you don't want to create another agency. It's just a job for all. They have reason. I believe they have their own reason why they want to create such an agency, but not for maybe the progress of Nigeria. For me, I'm sorry to put it, and I can't enter any debate with anybody. It's just a job for some men or some women. So please, let's all find a way to. There is no job. If you are saying, okay, the other one, Choma, there is no job. People are looking for job. Nigeria want to work. Then secondly, Nigeria should not be certificate driven. There are some people that have skill that can, without certificate, that they can fix fix the problem of this country. I have a guy that repair a generator. Is an engineer. Any generator, any plant, a generator that guy cannot work on, that generator, maybe maybe I don't know who will work on it. But it doesn't. You that kind of person you can't say until when he brings certificate. So now, in civilized country, they are skill driven. What can you do? Which problem can you solve? Right. Not how many certificates that you have. So for me, I am sorry. This agency, I don't think, if it is for us to move forward, I don't think that is the way forward.
All right, then that's all we can take on today's episode of Matters. My apologies to those who did not like today's topic of conversation. Unfortunately, we cannot continue to talk about the same thing. We have to make the conversation well-rounded. When we talk politics, we balance it with economy and social issues and, of course, academics and other situations. Because, yes, as much as politics determine what happens in our lives, there are other aspects that we also need to look into. Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph Olorenshaw,
Thank you for having me.
Matters this afternoon. It's been quite an insightful conversation. My name is Chama Innocent. Matters will make a return, same time, same station, tomorrow, 1:30 to 3 p.m. Join us again. Funhouse time with MC Chooks and Dr. Walkie Talkie comes up right after this program. Remember, it's not just about what your country can do for you. You have to think about what you can do for your country as well, and always do the best that you can to make Nigeria better in your own little corner of the world. Have an amazing day, and of course, stay tuned to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Funhouse time with MC Chooks and Dr. Walkie Talkie comes up shortly. Enjoy the rest of your day and happy salary week.